abusu emergency meeting bi koso putupru pa a chese ebra John Dramani Mahama na ne na san Ghana official the NDC so Ghana man pani niema hodo a akoso no yesi ukwato seti kesi awi adwe a ya na odwene se bia eye fofofo nanso se ukodina na obi bia boys wa pantan ene NDC bra no bo eche se aye ba nkanya begina so school for omoduane yo mu dikura de omo yale se be mo quality one nanso e ba ye akwa bibia ho meeting no ye yatete bi ni se eyade a nkania na se obehwa ebobonani anu se de sumu a be 5 hours na chese enyema woso mu entoto no mo boboa no fast no enkwane sa obi oda sai ene dabani edi Mahama Traso na de ndien nanso obeka ya bra abato 7 December to abawie 8 9 NDC fo bi adu office bi pamo manfo ne ade eti ma wo bi po eya ban mu nipa wo pese wo som o man no sompa ede niema gu akwan mu asa abere no mu nyina su because o te office wan he ya abanu konti be ba papa wo tiri mu nyasa mtoa eti o mu nyina tipato mu dwane mu dwane eti na go se NDC fo ni bi na che se nne na wo officially enso o inso no ye ya adwuma eno ena ko wi sa mo ko ne du ene nkane aha se bobo ni pre sa na meeting no course no ense bi pie fi mo ba wo hia Jebrai na yenkoko tie from Robert Chieftaincy from Robi say the meeting no putuburu meeting no emergency meeting 3 days be a meeting there na no be eno ena ense bia pie fi maba yenko yenko tie so do conversation so for my
no greater than the night. They had series of meetings. I'm not a member. If you read the statement, I'm not a member. Then they decided to form subcommittees. So they form energy and natural resources subcommittees. And they then decided that we're not members, constitutionally or legally. So they will co-opt and constitute what they call a technical committee. In fact, by the time they had done all this, we were around 3 years. And then they gave us the handing over notes. And then I also constituted a technical committee to review the handing over notes. It was in the process of reviewing the handing over notes that we detected the fuel stock and the challenge ahead of us. So we quickly asked for an emergency meeting. And that emergency meeting was called about a week or 2 weeks before handing over. And it became apparent that despite the Akufo-Addo government's assurance to work that they were going to procure adequate fuel, they did not have adequate fuel. And then the minister assured us that right after the meeting, we were going to take steps to procure the fuel. And so I thought that with that level of understanding and trust among us at the joint committee, there was no need to come crying wolf. Because in the energy sector, you ought to be cautious of how you manage information. But when we're about taking over, and I asked for the briefing, and it turned out that despite all the assurance, they had failed to procure that parcel of fuel. But I thank your reporter. Initially, I was going to brief some people, but I thank your reporter for asking. I do not regret putting the fact out before President Mahama assumes office.
And for Nipa, you could see in this John Abdullah Jinapor. Wano ana ya mashujani emo mafua wamo ewo ya peku sabagu abato empeso so.
Ora John Abdullah Jinapor ana ensombi abato justice ameno kasai. Ghana mampani eye John Dramani Mahama watuni nsafre empinfo ahodo pina a nhyiamu kase bi ekoso. Wey eye putupuru nhyiamu kase pa. Ni nyina no afa John Jinapor ensem ode betu edwai ho. Na John Dramani Mahama eba yi and what we say that there be one thing here, dumso ba heti o man e baba dwene ntiase so efise kamia say na nadu dan kwa kufuato wo mo sheda bro kanigu wasa no muja no msa ha ba ene hwe so so betumi aye ba ene hwe entisi ano se ne kan si me ne yen ani akade ne niam bi se timi bua man nyam kan ne jana na so bi eni ho edisa no mani me omutumi etu anamom ene ti Wabamadia and the chief of staff, and what in San Francisco to pre Abamadia Sabaton, San Francisco. Now, you know, my question, I talk to a Siafa and Yamkania and Seminole and Pack. chief of staff nso so no ade ɔse ayɔyɔ a me no ka sɛ yafra group ko fom panfo wapko fo VRO fo ana afo so GMPC boss fo nyina yafo mu nyina makwa bi ahia 10 am pepepa no pay ana nhyiamude ne ɛkɔ so a wo mu gu so ɛtɔtɔ adwene ne nyina no ɛfɔ nyinam kanea no ho na ensɛm ne ɛkɔ so no owura John Abdullahi Abu Jinapor wɔno so ade nsɛm bi atudwa yɛne ne twetwe nkɔmɔ no yɛntie ne nsɛm ne ebi.
And it came to light that the fuel stock was not enough to cater for the power situation when WAPCO eventually turned the valve off. So when they turned the valve off, the Tema enclave will not have gas. We can't also do a reverse flow of gas from Takrady to Tema. So we need adequate stock of fuel, which is light crude oil, heavy fuel oil, and distillate fuel oil, to carry us through that 1 month period. In fact, 2 weeks or 3 weeks before handing over, the briefing we got at the joint committee was that they had not secured those fuel, neither had they placed order for the fuel. And so we raised that at the joint committee. And then the Minister of Energy assured that they've already sent in a requisition to the Minister of Finance. Fortunately, I co-chaired the meeting with the Minister of Finance, Honorable Mohamed Anta, and he assured that he was going to work to ensure that they place that parcel of light crude oil immediately. He even went further to say that he was transferring $70 million to GMPC. This is officially captured in the handing over, in the records of the joint transmission team, which I can make available to you. And so, a day or some few hours to assuming office, and with your reporter approaching me and asking, and with the first available, I thought that it was prudent to put the first out. And what I put out as a fact, the 70 million has not been transferred to GMPC. You can check with GMPC. The parcel of light crude oil has not been ordered as we speak this morning. In fact, this administration is a new administration. The previous administration, despite the assurance, did not order that fuel. Today, 10 a.m., His Excellency the President is instructed that the Chief of Staff chairs a meeting of all the stakeholders, GRICO, WAPCO, VRA, GMPC, BOS, you mentioned them, all of them are supposed to appear before that meeting. Those of us who serve on the committee would also join that meeting. The essence of the meeting is to find solutions to these challenges that I've enumerated. And so, yesterday night, we did a lot of technical work. We've put some options on the table.
Gas here be new, but what the answer better be a good answer. Meto, Sadu to us Mopa, Meto, me just had ya to our mamma, better. Well, we and we just hope yes, see, but the other do any. It's ready for me to almost some phoning now. No more now, but yes, no more talk. I don't know. Send a jack. Woman was 7 promises, and yes, I did a corner. Yet was not been so as an abbey.
Who show ya Lawson TV, Jogezi, or no any of Penina, or that prophetic hill church, and no ewo and crying. What they are to just say MPP Abandadano, one more so for P. F.I. Young, here can see a pa emo. And no more attacking Safa, what will be here for how a day a break when you be no more AD. No, a sap of one and no body far so for Bihuno. If I see a free Jubilee House. And I say and pennyphobia. Now, what would it into my MPP among your kunim? Woman are not a tired today and I know more yes, sir. Nigel Gazy, the Sasa when you are to John Nayan a bra. One net Kwame Tanko, exchange for more ewo, Nasafu no more pay, ewo and crying. And one will be near Mebino and so. And what I say, Sabia is here attacking woman. Now, 1% one was of Juma, and a woman was on a pra egu into a tombre beer. enema wo do mbefam no na enema eni enyan na wo sisa asofo no mbeye target de ma MPP amayoko ene MPP aban no na dodo na ye asofo bia na wo mugidi se wo mampanyi John Dramani Mahama ebre bi bedu se ya wo na beba be mampanyini ya ye beso ani in January 7 pamana be Ghana mampanyini yentie no.
Because you see, the past government caused us pain. They caused the church pain.
Why?
They caused
How?
Oh, Tanko.
I don't know cause church, no.
The last MPP regime there, never again in the history of Ghana should we have such actors in the political office of Ghana.
What happened?
No, the cost.
Maybe I'm not the minister of
And it's not just me. Apart from what they did to me personally, it's not just me. It's if you take 10 men of God, it's 9. We'll be back from some men of God. We are graced to be bold. The pain they caused the church. They caused the church pain. Look, in the history of Ghana, I mean, who be that say there be the software babato, you must canalize no, or make your back, no banana can handsome. No, you see, it's
was it coming from the government?
No, it was coming from the government.
Oh,
it was coming from Jubilee House. Need the code there, Ben, some small boy be we crop beer Santinomo and you know
and orchestra.
They do that. Me and Kasa, look at what they did to Lady Kobe and the rest, and it's not just me. Omodo baba two or maybe go hoofing, go cry hoofing, and normal even if you're the worst unbeliever, crown dress obey. Yeah, and don't forget, say there was huge following. And don't forget the potency and how powerful the pulpit is. The pulpit is a very powerful place.
Yeah.
I say, and these people denigrated the pulpit. They denigrated the prophetic. You know, if I tell the number of bottles you maybe break it against this government. It was not a one that said the election went that way. Bomb pie. And I pray to God, say, as they've gone back into opposition, those who have sober heart and sober mind in the MPP, they will walk to people to apologize to them.
So you are expecting an apology?
I'm expecting an apology.
From the MPP?
Yes, from the MPP. I'm expecting...
You still have all that bitterness in you? You have it in you?
Yeah, I have it in me. That a young guy, at the age of 31, I've not done anything. The only thing I did was that I said that my own said, will be by a friend in John Mahama, which I didn't even know him. Then Kennedy Upon will sit on TV to lie on me, say me no moja, to lie on me, say me kunipa, to lie on me a lot of things that in the wildest imagination you won't believe I can't.
Only say man get closer to you. Can I say you sometimes when you are far, but when I go closer to you, my own closer, I was like, this man looks so nice, man. I mean,
some no what prophet Nigel Gazy waka prophet Obagana Hasaya wa mo hyankom e de fa nipa wo titu no amaye semu nkom hye de ya na mpepi no wadi biba pa na encha yakura afiye twam wo no wo hyankom na na nkom hye ba ko eyese John Dramani Mahama kane no nanka wona tu franka ediama NDC amayoko ya sese wona ya president wo Ghana ha say no wo shebo anasa wo hyenkom se obedi kunim wo abato no emu woto ansam no so what did you just say de aban no etata no ano ekodum pempenso bi na wo sha wo yehia na wo kom wonu a wo ye na gene kra sanko kana no aduru yenti
There be a mekase obi bisa me sese nyame ema me hu bi income say we be a type of income say American but send American be American me can say okay your Kwame have not had it easy. A young guy, educated, refined, but send me go me hu fi of things you have no idea.
Nothing.
Things you have no idea of. Kwame, almost send me Bibia. Like almost send me Bibia. Kwame, almost send me. First of all, can't say gumi compound and say almost send me Bibia. And you see, I lost a whole house because of this prophecy. I lost a whole house because of this prophecy. And Kwame, my bread, and yet maybe I'm repellable. Yebekasa deep, Bama Brepa. A call came. I told myself I'm tired. I'm tired.
Wow. But and it was at that peak.
Yeah, it was. I was tired. I mean, it was. Listen, Kwame said, "Oh yeah, sorry." It might take even 15-20 minutes before you can walk through the crowd to where you're going to preach. Obeba.
That huge crowd.
My all night was huge.
Yeah.
Super huge. Mendi obiaka, menkofo obeyere, menkofo obimpana, menkoji obiesika. Obi betina TV so. And you see this MPP, the past MPP before, I'm for Facebook pages. Listen, to get closer to me was like a cancer. When you're a businessman, you're closer to me, they will hate you. I had two judges in my office as Master They stopped because they warned them. They warned them not to come to my church. So Obia rejected me. Almost everybody rejected me.
First Nigel Gazy and Abusiafo Kotie Nene Sesie wono and I founder Emma Prophetic Hill Church. Ye wo Dome Accra.
Yento semso enfama na yegusu power ho ensensem ye. Wo panyi ba kwode na ababatum adie eye former energy minister Ora Herbert Krapa. Wo panyi na de betu dwa se he. Mahama administration ye besra mo pa. Djuma no mobaya munye. Mobaya munye na munya kasa no. Aha, na muso mwetimi aye ana se de ama mo Ghana fo ato obayi muso mo meye. Na munya kasa be benefit se. Sa dreams na mo na mo blemu sa na we na ye sei. Ana ekesefu ani ho ana ho ani ho nana dan kwakufu adan to bi anu ani na no wo kese nukura bi ani munyai na munya adwuma no na ne kese mu no de atudwa cheche mo se kamia se Jinapor kasa toto Jinapor ono no ka transition team ne ho bi kese wo kasa toto ne se mo kasa low shedding ne ade bebe nyina no wo kese nukura bi ani na se bebe bia na gina technical challenges so wo how bia bia fam fidie no ho ne ade anase emergencies bi na aba anase bia poor management ana betimi ade na di masa how ni na betimi aba ne kase mo de to edwase na na de dan ko akufo adamafo bi kase wanya fu awa wo kase antesa da biara da wo so wo jabi wo akire pa akase okwa ba bi o mudi bi eguna ana fonso no nyamia wo do plant wo do na ha wo mu eja fango ni bi wo betimi abadwuma eni di sansam na abudina pa na mo kaka ne de no kura bi anim wo kase NDC abayi John Dramani Mahama idi anim no wo mo hwese wo mo de hye pa begu akwa mu ye no betimi aso na di sector no ye na ba man kan na gina so afefe ne si kokoko te sese bi bai fo wo pa kwa foforo mo jabi anam no mo nya so mo kasa do bebe anya sa na mo sa de ko dum so mo bie mo dia na kwese John Dramani Mahama kasa dum so no ekane wedie ho ekana bosuo ho eni ti wasa dia kombiento ma sha se kasa yi wo mo hwe no ma san fia nkwanko wura dum so mo bie mu we eye former energy minister Ora Herbert Krapa ana de sanse we atu edwa
And now Yentua Soputu Prumo Krajabi APA Office of the President Mampani John Dramani Mahama, the office and one the Krajayi Abba. Now one more the Chief Director, Ministry, Emma Local Government, Decentralization and Rural Development at Naya. One more Eshe in Kronkuman and Patamo Amamu and in Puto Samso. Now Katani Samno Eyetiawa. One more actually say, one more age